Bacula Enterprise Edition to the rescue.
Hello, my name is Alexander and I'm a Customer Success Manager at Bacula Systems, and today I'm going to demonstrate to you how to create and execute a backup job of emails belonging to a single user from the Microsoft 365 Office service, and also how to restore a single email from that backup. In order for us to create a backup job that will backup emails belonging to a single user from Microsoft 365 service, the easiest way to do is to go using the Microsoft 365 group of wizards in BWeb graphical user interface. They can be seen here when you click on the Microsoft 365 navigation section of the navigation pane. Before we can create a job and a file set for Microsoft 365 email backups, we need to authorize Microsoft 365 plugin that runs on a Bacula client to be able to back up from the Microsoft 365 service. How to do this was detailed in one of the previous videos. I'm just going to show you that we have on this client, Microsoft 365 client, we have an authorization for the tenant called this. So next step in order to create and configure a backup job is to click on the File Set wizard, and then to create a Microsoft 365 file set, you need to create a client, click on Add. Next step would be to select a tenant. We have only one, so client and tenant are being selected. Then we need to select the entity or entities which we are going to be backing up content from. We are going to select only a single user, so entity type is users, mode is direct, and all I do is paste a full username here and click on Add Selection and click on Next. If you want to have multiple users, you can do so, or you can select all of them, exclude some of them, etc. And now, from all Microsoft 365 services that our plugin can back up, we will select only email. Click on Next. This screen customizes the email service backup. We will just leave everything as is. Of course, you can change options including to your use case. And on the last screen, we are just going to name the file set, John Smith email. I'm going to choose here abort on error. That will abort the job if the plugin execution fails. And before clicking on save, I will select this option that will then initiate a job creation wizard immediately when this wizard is done. So now I will click on save. And because I have selected so, the job creation wizard will initiate. I will first name the job, John Smith email. I can enter some description and select a template. If there are more than one, of course, you can select the one that conforms to your use case. I will select the proper client. That client needs to be authorized, and on that client, the job is going to be executed, and I need to select the proper file set. It will already be pre-selected because I have initiated this job wizard from the file set wizard. I will click on Next, leave these options as they are. You can change them if you need to, and select and create select the schedule. And when I click on Save, the job and the file set definitions are done. All I need to do is I need to have those definitions committed to Bacula. Why? Because auto commit switch in my case is set to no. If it was set to yes, like this, they would be automatically committed and the job would be able to execute. What I'm going to do, I'm going to click on his notification here. It will list all the changes that were not committed. I will click on commit and reload. That will copy the changes, configuration changes from the temporary configuration directory to the permanent configuration directory of Bacula, and then perform a reload of the director. And once this action is done, I will be able to execute a backup job. So I will just click on Run Backup, select the job, review the options. I can change some if I'd like. I will not do so, and I will just click on Run a job. Since this is the first execution of this job, it will be executed in level full, like indicated in the job log, doing full backup. I will give it a bit of time, and the backup is done. Now we have backups of all the emails belonging to user John Smith. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the inbox of John Smith. So there are not too many emails, but what I'm going to do, I'm going, for example, to remove one of them, and this one from Microsoft Viva. I'm going to delete it and also remove it from the deleted items. And then I'm going to try, it was somewhere from March of 2022. I'm going to try now, I'm going to restore it from the backups. In order for you to be able to restore a single email from a backup job, there is a specific wizard called Email Restore Wizard. You can access it by clicking on the Restore button in the Microsoft 365 navigation pane. When you click on it, you initiate the wizard. You need to select the proper client to perform the restore, a proper tenant, and click on Next. Then you will be granted a list of users that have been backed up. In this case, only one. And instead of selecting full mailbox that will restore the complete mailbox, you can say Email Explorer, and that will open a special dialog that will allow you to literally browse the backups. Of course, by default, the time range is set only to last month. I told you that the email was from March of 2022, so I need to jump a bit to 1st of March, and I see all of those emails listed. So I'm going to restore the one from March. I'll click on Next. I need to select the client. It's already selected. I will not do a local file restore. I will restore to original mailbox. And also, I want to show you that an option called Send Report is by default selected. This option will make my plugin to send an additional email after the restore is done that will inform the user what has been restored and where to. So I'm just going to click on the restore and wait for a bit for the restore job to kick off. It should not take long. And now the restore job was successful. When I take a look at the inbox of my user, I will see this email being restored. Okay, but I will also see an additional email from Bacula that will share the information what has been restored, when, and where. That's the way how you can browse and restore single emails from a Microsoft 365 email backup job. Thank you for watching.